Hi Dress Up Cuties, Winnie here. Today we're drawing Labubu Pumpkin to celebrate Halloween. So let's get started. To draw this cute Labubu, let's first start by drawing the eyes. So I'm going to start right here with a curve, nice and wide. And then we're going to come right underneath it, about right here, and just draw this big oval. All the way down and right back up. And then we're going to come inside and draw a full oval right in the center. There. And since this is my Labubu, I'm going to make them draw so cute eyes. So 2 small circles inside for highlights and a curved line at the bottom and shade in the top. And lines at the bottom. There. So let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to come over here and drag a point across, say about this wide, and we're just going to go ahead and draw the same thing. There. Okay, so now that we have the eyes, I'm going to come in between the eyes about right here, and we're going to draw a little Labubu nose. So just draw a soft curve, round it off, and connect in the center. And before I forget, I'm going to put in 3 little dots right here for some freckles. There. And then of course now, let's come back to the center of the eye, approximately right here. We're going to come out a little bit. Give myself a point, same thing on the other side. And let's go ahead and just draw this really big curve right underneath the eyes to create our big Labubu smile. So turn your paper if you need to, or your body. So I got this really big curve, and then we need to draw the teeth. So I'm going to find my center, which is about right here, and let's go ahead and we're going to draw 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on this side we need to draw 5. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 smaller ones right here. There. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and frame the face. So I'm going to find my center about right here, and I'll just start with a little curve, maybe 2 on the sides, just to make it extra fluffy. And then we're going to go up and then curve down around the eyes, around the mouth, and do the same thing over here. Up a little bit, and then we're just going to start to go around to create this ovalish face. So let's go right underneath the teeth. And connect. There. Then let's go back up. So let's find our center again, and we'll go up nice and high. So let's say about right here. Once again, I'll just draw a little curve, and then maybe 2 coming out on both sides. And then we're going to go around to create the outside. So just kind of creating this little zigzags here and there just to make it extra fluffy if you want. But we're just going to create this kind of a dumpling mochi shape as we go around. So same thing over here. But I am going to, let's see here, I know there's a skull in this area, so I'm just going to imagine if I were drawing this and I would just come down about right here and continue. But if you're using a pencil, definitely just finish this curve. And then, so I know my skull needs to be right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and in this space, let's say about right here, I'm just going to draw a curve. And just kind of draw this ovalish curve because the skull is sitting on the head. So let's say about right here. Then I'll bring this in. And then in this area right here, before I bring it in, we're going to pop it out. Same thing here, and then pop it out. Then finish the curve, whatever space you have left. And then let's make this look like a skull. So let's see here. Just going to break it apart. Make 3 little lines for the teeth and then the eyes. So this is kind of like our center. So a little triangle and then these ovalish eyes for the eye sockets. And I believe there's like a curve right here. So same thing on this side, but at the slant. And slant it down a little bit more. There, something like that. This part, just as long as it looks like a skull. Okay, so there. And then let's go ahead and we're just going to finish the shape, come down. It's going to be closer on the bottom. And let's just go ahead and finish off the head. There. Okay, and so then let's go back up. So find your center about right here. And we're going to draw the ears. So it's all going to pop up from here. So let's say about right here. I'm going to go up. And round off the tip and bring it down. So same thing here. And come down. There. And then let's draw in some details. So there's this little outer edge. It's a little bit thinner. And then the inside. And same thing here. There. Okay, so now that I've done the head, let's go ahead and make it look like a pumpkin, right? So let's come back underneath the eye. So let's say about right here. I'm going to start a curve and then about right here. And we need to draw this ovalish shape that's kind of at a slant. So I'll start right here and here and there. You can zigzag if you like to make it look like the same texture as the head. But I'm just going to go ahead and draw this ovalish shape about right there. And then inside we're going to draw the hands. So I'm going to come right here and draw 3 fingers and connect. So same thing on this side. So about right here, just kind of want to center it. And same thing about right here. So it's like drawing this oval as slant, and same thing over here. 1, 2, and 3. And connect. There. Okay, so then now that we have that, we can go ahead and come to the sides. And about right here, we're going to draw the outside of our pumpkin. So we just want a nice round pumpkin. So about right here, same thing. Then let's see here. Let's come to right underneath the hands is where we need to draw the feet. But if you're using a pencil, definitely just finish off this pumpkin body first. But I'm going to stop about right here, and we need to let's bring this in. So let's say about right here. I'm going to go ahead and then zigzag once in a while. And we're going to create this curve to about right there. because just imagining this pumpkin is going to go to about right here, and then the other side is going to start just like this, zigzag a little bit. So we're just creating this opening for the feet and connect there. But like I said, if you're using a pencil, definitely just finish off the pumpkin shape first and then put in the feet. Okay, so then we're going to draw this kind of tulip shape foot. So in this area at this angle, I'll start like say about right here. I'm just going to draw that like this YW right in here and create this tulip for the feet. And then whatever space I have, I'm just going to go ahead and connect it. So same thing on this side. So now we're going at this angle. So just start about right here approximately and draw this W. Then once again, and I just want to make sure I am about the same height, and that bringing that point over just helps. There. Okay, so same thing. Little curve and then finish it off. There. And I know I'm going to forget, so I'm just going to do it right now. I'm going to add a heart right here on the foot to make it my Draw So Cute Labubu. Okay, and then of course we need to make it look like a pumpkin. So find your center, and let's say about right here in the center area. I'm going to use that as my guide and draw a rectangle for our nose. And then I'm going to pop in 2 rectangles here for some eyes. Have fun with this. You can create any kind of pumpkin face that you want. And then right here, let's go ahead and just draw this big smile that goes all the way around, just like a Labubu. And of course, we have to add the teeth, since it is a Labubu pumpkin, right? And I'll shade this all in so you can see it a little bit better. I can't believe how fast October has come and Halloween's almost here. Okay, so now that we have that one last detail right about here, just lightly draw a curve to make it look more like a pumpkin. And maybe in the center, put a little line. There. And that is pretty much it for my drawing here of this Labubu pumpkin to celebrate Halloween. I really hope you love how it turned out and I helped you draw it fun and easy. And if I did, please make sure to give me a like and subscribe so you won't miss any new Draw So Cute videos. See you later.